The waitress who became a Hollywood star. In a small diner on a street corner in Los Angeles, a young woman in a worn-out apron carried heavy trays day after day. Her tired eyes followed each table, her smile more an obligation than a joy. To most people, she was just another waitress, anonymous in a city of millions. But behind that weary appearance hid a burning dream and relentless discipline. At night, when the diner closed and the streets grew quiet, she sat at a small table, not to read scripts, but to study life itself. She watched strangers, a single mother with hollow eyes, a failed old artist clutching his coffee, a wealthy man with an empty gaze. She took notes, analyzed every gesture, every expression, and rehearsed them in front of the mirror, as if turning their lives into pieces of her own. That apron didn't just cover a working girl. It concealed a unique method of training, transforming the world into her acting school. She had no money, no connections. What she had was a pair of eyes burning with belief, a heart filled with hunger, and a treasure chest of characters collected from life. People laughed. What can a waitress possibly achieve? Yet in those mocking smiles, she found the most authentic roles. The first shock and the battle in the dark. Her early days in Los Angeles were brutal. By day, she knocked on casting doors. By night, she served food until her back ached. Every time she carried a tray, she whispered, "This isn't a job. This is my classroom." But reality was harsher than she imagined. Dozens of auditions ended in rejection. Rejection became routine. Once, she almost made it, landing a small part in a TV series. Hope flickered until disaster struck. A low-level manager named Rick, infamous for exploiting newcomers, noticed her talent. He offered to mentor her, but only if she played by his dirty rules. She refused. That refusal wasn't just dignity, it was a declaration. She would succeed on her own terms. Furious, Rick retaliated. He spread lies. She was unprofessional, difficult, arrogant. Almost overnight, her contract was canceled. Casting doors slammed shut and opportunities vanished. She was devastated. Some nights, she sat in front of her tiny mirror, tears streaming down her face. Not because of failure, but because of betrayal. She almost gave up. Then came Lena, a fellow waitress who once dreamed of acting too, until Rick destroyed her career. Lena looked at her and said, "Don't you dare quit. Rick hates those who won't bow down. That's what makes you special." Those words reignited her fire. She realized she wasn't just fighting for herself. She was fighting for every dreamer crushed by Hollywood's cruelty. A bold turning point. Months dragged on. She still waited tables, still observed, still wrote her own stories. She turned pain into material, exhaustion into emotion. Then fate intervened. Director Adam, struggling with a difficult star in his new film, wandered into that diner. While she cleared a table, Adam noticed the sorrow in her eyes. It was exactly what he needed for his lead role. He gave her a script. The scene was a woman betrayed. She didn't act. She relived her own betrayal. Rick's lies, the canceled contract, the loneliness. Tears fell as she delivered the lines. Adam was stunned. "You're not acting. You are the character." In a shocking move, Adam fired the famous actress and gave the unknown waitress the lead. Hollywood gasped. Producers panicked. Rick laughed, certain Adam had just ruined his career. Victory of heart and perseverance. When the film premiered, it wasn't just a hit. It was a revelation. Critics called her performance the most authentic of the decade. The movie swept awards, and the nameless waitress became a Hollywood star overnight. On stage, holding her trophy, she said, "I want to thank those who rejected me, especially those who tried to shut doors in my face. You taught me that success isn't about the spotlight. It's about getting back up every time you fall." The audience erupted in applause. Rick turned pale, and her story became legend. But her journey didn't stop at fame. She used her voice to inspire. She spoke at schools, conferences, and interviews. If I can do it, so can you. Don't let where you start decide where you end up. She even started a scholarship fund for underprivileged youth with artistic dreams. Despite her success, she remained humble, still writing in her journal every night, still eating at small diners, reminding herself, if the lights fade tomorrow, I'll still live true to my dream. Her triumph wasn't just about stardom. It was proof that perseverance turns ordinary people into extraordinary stories. Final message. Her life proves one thing. No one can change the past, but anyone can write their future. And maybe the next bright future belongs to you, if you start today. If this story inspired you, don't forget, subscribe to the channel for more powerful stories, share this video to spread the message, and turn on the bell so you never miss the next inspiring journey.